What's going on, guys? Fuzzy bringing you a Battle Royale gameplay. If you guys have never played Battle Royale before, it's pretty fun, but it's also pretty stressful because they're only 3-inning games. As you can see, you have to draft players, so if you draft a crappy team, you're not going to hold a chance against all the other players that have drafted a pretty solid team. So what we're going to do is we're going to show pretty much the best players that we're going to draft, and then we're going to get straight to the game. So I'll see you guys there. Alright, so our first player, I know they say to draft really good closers, but you got to go with Troy Tulowitzki. He's got amazing stats. We'll get a good closer or reliever later on in the draft, but we got to go with Tulo. I've never played with a 99, so got to stick with him. Grady Sizemore is actually one of my favorite players, but we're going to go with Kenley Jansen simply because if we're going to have really shitty starting pitchers, we're going to have a pretty solid back end of the bullpen. So we're going to draft Kenley Jansen. Hopefully we get a couple other good pickups in terms of relievers. So let's start with this. Alright, so this round is a little tricky. I want to go with Yadier Molina simply because he's going to be the best fielding catcher that we're going to get. But I'm also tempted to get Kelvin Herrera simply because he's pretty unhittable. But we pretty much have our bullpen set. So I'm thinking we go with, man, Brandon Moss is pretty good too. This is tough. Simply, I hate slow players. We're going to go with Eric Hosmer. It's a risky pick. We have a lot of lefties in there, but it's just one of those things where we have to have a good hitting team because not many people like to steal anyways. All right, so here we have our lineup. We got Joe Morgan, Eric Hosmer, Troy Tulowitzki, and you guys can read the rest. The key to Battle Royale is to get your best players at the very top of the lineup. That way, when you cycle through a second time, you have your best hitters rather than keeping them at the bottom to see if you can surprise your opponent. So keep them towards the top. So let's get started. All right, so we are going up against the Rhode Island, I think it was the Northmen. I haven't played in a while, so I gotta get my bullpen rolling just in case my starting pitcher is Garbo. And let's go ahead and change our options back to zone, and then we want this off. Perfect. All right, let's get this started. So we are up to bat first, which kind of sucks because it seems like Battle Royale is one of those game modes where the opponent always seems to come back in the bottom of the third inning. So let's try and get some early runs, that way we don't have to worry about that. So I feel like this is going to be one of those games where he's just going to pound me low for off speed, and also just throw a couple. See, I didn't swing. That's some rust. That's rust right there, but I didn't swing. This is my first game in I think 3 or 4 months. I've been so busy with school and work that I just haven't had a chance to even turn on my PS4. But luckily, we got some time today. I'm going to try and get a rally start with Joe Morgan. If you guys don't, I don't think this is the best version of Joe Morgan, but he's definitely good. He's got really good speed and decent contact, so that's why I threw him at the top of our lineup. All right, let's just try and get a base hit. Come on now. There we go. Get in the hole. Damn. I thought for a second that was going to go through. That's just the lag in this game, but hopefully in MLB 17, the show, there's not going to be as much lag because you think it's going to be a home run or you think it's going to be up the middle, but the players get to it anyways, and I'll be honest with you, it's not fun. All right, I waited on that so well. So we got a double. Should we go 3? Now we're going to stay put. Oh man, that guy has a noodle for an arm. We have our best player up to bat. We have Troy Tulowitzki. I think he's the second best player in the game behind Seattle version Alex Rodriguez, so he's got the same tactic as me. He probably drafted an insane bullpen. Alright, so let's get this guy. So you're never supposed to run. In real life, you're never supposed to run if you're on second base if the ball is hit in front of you. But on this game, you know they're going to try and throw you out at first, so you might as well just go anyways. We're going to throw a fastball up, kind of surprise him a little bit. Alright, curveball down. See, this is not a good sign. This guy seems like he has a pretty decent eye, which is never fun, simply because you got to throw so many more pitches, and then it just draws the game out more. So I like free swingers because I'm a free swinger myself. So he might take this out. Another thing about Battle Royale is what I like to do, what I've done in the outfield is they're not always the best fielders, but I always make sure that they have really strong arms, simply because Battle Royale's runs are premium, so you want to try and throw out as many people as possible, not like I'm terrible when it comes to throwing people out. Let's do this. I'm going to try and surprise them. Fastball up. Fastball up is one of the hardest pitches in the game to get, simply because it doesn't seem like it's coming in that fast, so by the time you swung, it's already in the catcher's mitt. Throw him out. There you go. See, I'd much rather have Prince Fielder on first base with 2 outs. Oh, it's 3 outs. There we go. All right, let's try and get the rally started. So we have Andre Ether up to bat. Let's see if we can get a little sneaky home run in. I'll take that hit. See, zone hitting is pretty... I like it simply because if you hit it the right way, you're always going to get a hit. But if you're just a little bit off, of course it's going to screw you over. So it's kind of win-loss, and that was a perfect swing. So let's go ahead and... Man, that was borderline. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I hit that. Nah, I was late. Alright, back to contact swing. Let's see what we got. Contact swing is really only useful when you have 2 strikes and you have a guy that can throw hard like Joe Nathan. I beat that out. He's going to try and turn 2. Nah, he's not even close. Not even close. Go back, go back, go back. Hopefully he's a bad player and throws the first. Nah, he's a good player. Because what usually happens is sometimes you play other people that like to just throw to first every single time you have a pop-up and you have a runner on first, and then you can just steal a base pretty much. Man, he paints the corners well. Let's go ahead and steal a base, see if we can. So close. That was a terrible decision. I don't know why I do that. I just get antsy because even when I play games like Call of Duty, I just can't sit in one place. I just constantly have to do things to keep myself occupied. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring in Koji Iwahara. Simply because he's pretty dirty. So this guy has Jose Bautista on his actual team simply because he's raking with him. There's no way he has that many home runs just by using him in Battle Royale. Alright. Alright. We got 2 outs. 2 outs. Alright, let's see about this. Come on, Joe. Just like this. What is he doing? I thought he was going to be safe. I really thought he was going to be safe. So we're pretty much tied up. 0 runs, 2 hits each. So let's get a run. I know it's the top of the 3rd, so this is our last chance. Let's do this. Damn. If you guys have any other suggestions of how I should be hitting, let me know, because zone is pretty difficult when you haven't played in a while. I know I'll get better the more that I play, but for right now I know it's going to be difficult. Who is this? Joe Carter. Everyone remembers Joe Carter from that World Series where he hit the walk-off home run to win the World Series. Are you kidding me? See, it's that kind of stuff that really pisses me off. How is he even... Just dances out the way. Alright. See, now he's... This is when it becomes not fun. When you think... I mean, you pretty much know that you're going to lose at this point when you have no outs. And he's hitting the ball pretty well. I thought he was stealing. Alright, he's chasing. I think we're going to go with a sinker up. Make him break his back. There you go. So now we're looking for a double play. Justin Ruggiano, I think he's quick. So we got to make it pretty fast if it's on the ground. Well, you can't turn a double play when you give up a home run. I promise you guys, the more I play, the better I'm going to get. It's been a few months. So in the next video, we'll go with part 2, see if I can do any better than this, because I sucked. That was a complete waste of time. But I'll see you guys in the next one, and hopefully we'll be a little bit better. See ya.